You are trying to run a marathon with a broken leg. Most people fail in life not because they lack potential, but because they are trying to solve productivity problems when they actually have biological or emotional problems. They buy planners when they need sleep. They seek motivation when they need a blood test. They try to build an empire when they cannot even build a sandwich. There is a specific mathematical order to fixing your life. If you skip a step, the system breaks. This is the theory of constraints applied to human performance. In systems engineering, the speed of any process is defined by its slowest step, the bottleneck. It does not matter how powerful your engine is if your tires are flat. It does not matter how sharp your focus is if you have no destination. If you try to push more water through a clogged pipe, the pipe does not flow faster. It bursts. In humans, we call this burnout. Or worse, self-loathing. You hate yourself because you are pushing the pedal to the floor, but the car is not moving. Today, we will map the hierarchy of human performance. There are 4 distinct levels. You must master level 1 before you touch level 2. If you are stuck, it is because you are fighting the wrong boss. Let's find out where your bottleneck is. Level 1. The void, avolition and depression. This is the basement of human experience. For many, this is clinical depression. It is not just laziness. It is a heavy, suffocating pain. It is melancholy so deep that it turns the whole world gray. It is the absence of momentum. In physics, an object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an external force. In level 1, you are that object. The friction of existence feels higher than your ability to move. When you are here, you do not care about productivity hacks. You do not care about your 5-year plan. You are just trying to survive the painful present. The mistake people make here is trying to find purpose, but you cannot build a skyscraper on a swamp. You cannot think your way out of a feeling problem. Introspection here is a trap. It only leads to more darkness. If you are drowning in level 1, it is physically impossible to have the energy or focus of the higher levels. The pain consumes all your resources. Your brain is burning calories just trying to process the emotional weight. Here is the protocol. Step 1 is the professional standard. If you suspect you are in the void, seeking a doctor or a psychologist is not a sign of weakness. It is a strategic move. You are hiring a specialist to fix the foundation. Step 2 is behavioral activation. While you get help, you must restart the engine mechanically. The rule is, action precedes motivation. Do not wait to feel better to do things. You must do things to feel better. We need to reverse the feedback loop. Right now, doing nothing makes you feel guilty, which drains your energy, which makes you do even less. To break the loop, you need a micro-action. Your mission is simple. Wash your face, make your bed, eat 1 real meal. In level 1, your only goal is to prove to the void that you are still alive. Small victories, zero judgment. If this resonates with you, subscribe to the channel now. We are building a library of high-performance tools, starting from the bottom up. Level 2, the engine, Anergia and fatigue. Let's say you are not depressed. You want to do things. You have dreams. You have a list of goals. But at 2 p.m., you feel like you were hit by a truck. This is level 2. Your bottleneck is biological energy. You cannot motivate a dead battery. This is physics, not psychology. If you attempt to do deep work in this state, you are just grinding your gears. You are trading hours for minimal output. If you are stuck here, stop reading self-help books. You need a brutal energy audit. Chronic fatigue can be driven by medical issues like anemia or thyroid dysfunction, so consulting a physician is a mandatory part of your energy audit. But often the call is coming from inside the house. How is your sleep? Are you getting 7 to 8 hours, or are you scrolling until 2 a.m.? Sleep is not a luxury, it is the cleaning crew that washes the toxins from your brain. How is your diet? Are you fueling the machine, or are you eating sugar that causes a crash 2 hours later? Inflammation is an energy thief. Are you moving? The paradox of biology is that you must expend energy to generate energy. Sedentary life breeds fatigue. The body is efficient. If you do not use energy, it stops producing it. It thinks you are hibernating. Also, consider stress. High cortisol keeps your body in fight or flight mode. Being constantly on edge burns through your fuel tank twice as fast as normal. If you are at level 2, fix the vehicle before you choose the destination. Go to sleep, eat real food, lift heavy weights. Level 3, the lens, attention and focus. Now assume you are happy and you have energy, but you feel like a chaotic storm. You start 5 projects and finish none. You sit down to work and 15 minutes later, you are watching random videos. This is level 3. Your bottleneck is distraction. We live in an attention economy. Billions of dollars are spent by the smartest algorithms in the world to steal your focus. If you do not have a defense system, you will lose. Energy without focus is just wasted heat. You are a light bulb illuminating everything when you should be a laser burning a single point. The solution here is constraint. You need a dopamine detox. You must remove the cheap, fast stimuli that compete with your hard work. You must train your attention muscle. Multitasking is a myth. It is actually context switching, and every time you switch, you pay a tax. You lose IQ points. You lose depth. Start with 15 minutes of deep work, then 30, then 60. At level 3, the enemy is not sadness. The enemy is noise. And if your attention feels permanently fractured despite your best efforts, do not ignore the possibility of clinical conditions like ADHD. Seeking a diagnosis from a specialist is not an excuse. It is a strategic step toward mechanical control. Hit the like button if you need to reclaim your focus today. Level 4, the vector, strategy and direction. This is the most dangerous level. Why? Because it looks like success. You are happy, you have energy, you are focused. But you spend 8 hours a day answering emails perfectly. You organize files no one reads. You are extremely efficient at doing things that do not matter. There is a massive difference between speed and velocity. Speed is just distance over time. You are moving fast. Velocity is speed in a specific direction. Most people have speed, but zero velocity. They are running in circles. This is level 4. Your bottleneck is strategy, a strategy for your personal growth. Being busy is a dangerous form of laziness. It is laziness of thinking. It is easier to answer emails than to sit in silence and ask, is this life path actually what I want? Here, you must apply essentialism. What is the one thing that, if done, makes everything else irrelevant? You need to ruthlessly eliminate the good to make room for the great. You need to say no to opportunities that do not align with your vector. You are only permitted to operate here if you have conquered levels 1, 2, and 3. Now let's make this concrete. How do you know exactly where you are? Here is the diagnostic guide. Distinguishing level 1 from level 2. Ask yourself, do I want to do it? If the answer is, I don't care, nothing matters, I feel empty, that is level 1, the void. If the answer is, I desperately want to do it, but my body feels like lead and I can't get up, that is level 2, the engine. Distinguishing level 2 from level 3. Ask yourself, can I sit still? If you sit down to work and fall asleep or feel exhausted, that is level 2. If you sit down to work, feel energized, but 5 minutes later you find yourself cleaning the kitchen or checking your phone, that is level 3. The lens. Distinguishing level 3 from level 4. Ask yourself, am I finishing things? If you start 10 things and finish 0, that is level 3, scattered focus. If you finish everything on your to-do list but your life isn't moving forward, that is level 4. You are focused, but your map is wrong. Life respects order. Do not try to skip the line. Identify the constraint, break the bottleneck, ascend. Comment below which level are you stuck at today. Level 1, 2, 3, or 4.